Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the farm. We just got home from 4 days in the wild. We went out camping for Carmen's family reunion, actually. We did not, however, take our camper trailer. I really wanted to stay at the Holiday Inn with a water slide, but Carmen really wanted to go camping. And I certainly didn't want to get to Whitecourt and blow a wheel bearing or, have some catastrophic failure that you're just stranded with two small kids. So we conned our brother-in-law, sister-in-law into letting us ride along with them. And the kids traveled down great. It was fantastic. However, the kids didn't overnight well. So up screaming. It was an interesting stay. Anyways, we're home now finally. And we got two lambs out, same two lambs that are always out. So we'll round them up. Bring them back into the yard. So I come through here the other day. It wasn't right here, it was in behind, there's a Saskatoon bush over here where it kind of broached a hole. If you push for long enough on this buffalo wire, eventually you'll stretch it out. So I went in there and I wove some sticks in there and a bit of barbed wire. Yes, dear. That was the neighbor's cat. Yeah, I wove some sticks in there thinking it would plug the hole, but so we'll get in behind these lambs, walk them down the fence line. Hopefully they'll just try and pop back in wherever they're getting out, and we'll see if it's the same spot or if they've found themselves another way. Hey, lambs. Oh, you're full of adventure today. Here's mosey on home. How about that? Mosey on home.
You back home, or you will have to get back home.
You think we'll make them into a pie? Shepherd's pie? Okay, slow down a bit, Charlotte. I want to see if they pop into their little hole here.
You mean the big hole?
Well, wherever they're coming in and out, that's what we want to find. There's something in behind that bush. Oh yeah, that's the sound of wires squeaking. So it looks like what they got going on. You can see kind of down there, you can see where I wove the sticks in, a little bit of barbed wire, and blocked up that hole. What they've done is they've popped this staple out here, and they make it so they can basically pop right underneath the dirty buggers. So I'm gonna have to go get a hammer and a staple and pin this down tight. And hopefully our little Houdini operation can be over and done with. Anyways, while we were on our way down to the reunion, which was at Pine Lake, by the way, I should have started with that. It was at Pine Lake, and so the kids we took the whole day of Thursday basically just to travel down. It does have leaves. It's beautiful, hey?
You're white.
I was right? Okay, I'm gonna write that one down. So Thursday we moseyed down the whole day. We ended up stopping in Nisku. We camped at a truck stop there. That was fantastic. Look at all the Saskatoons. Hey, we're gonna have to come picking some berries here. Oh yeah, that's right uptown. Delicious. And anyways, Friday, went to the Canyon Ski Resort outside Red Deer and took like a roller coaster ride. You know what this is, sweetheart?
What?
This is an aster. Daisy looking flower like that. It's kind of a weed. They are nice to look at. You see them lots in the ditch. Anyways, took this roller coaster ride down the ski hill. And what an adventure that was. You go like 40 kilometers an hour. There's not really much for safety regulations. There's a belt and there's a lever and you go forward and backwards. I took a video of it, so I'll post a video of it so you can see it. But expensive, $25 just for one ride down. It's over in about 6 minutes. But the kids loved it, so that helped break up the travel. But now that we're back home, like you can kind of see off to the south there, like the air is viscous. It's really, really smoky. It was smoky when we left, and then traveling down, we just basically followed torrential rainstorms all the way down. We stopped at Crooked Creek and got donuts, and I parked literally right beside the building, and I had 4 steps where I didn't have cover from getting out of the vehicle to getting into the door, And I was like soaked through to my underwear. That's how heavy it was raining. It does look, however, like we got maybe half an inch at best here at home. But well, the last night of camping, we got about 5 or 6 hours of rain. Good, really good heavy rain. And we took the tent just for the kids, you know, in case the kids wanted to sleep in. They slept in it one night, but they got 6 raindrops and they were scared to sleep in it last night. But it did get quite a bit of rain on it, so I'm gonna have to go unpack that and let it all dry out before we put it in storage. Probably just hang it over the deck railing or something. As I'm walking down the road here, I'm really hoping the county comes and mows these ditches, because I mean, like, this is a tree, and it's up to my chest. Like, I think it's time to either grade the road or come by with the mower. Yeah, pick all the leaves you want off of that thing. I think it's time for some taxpayer funded activity to happen over here. Do some cleanup.
Ate me.
What just happened, Charlotte?
She just ate me.
Who did?
An ant.
An ant? Did it crawl out of one of your flowers? And what noise did you make when you found him eating you? Yeah, it was a little higher pitched than that, eh? Okay. Let's take your flowers home. Quit while we're ahead, okay?
No, I got poke.
What else do you need?
I got poke.
You got poke too? Oh man, it's rough in the country, I tell you. I got a hammer from the shop. I'm hoping hoping the bucket of staples is in the back of the side-by-side in the barn here. We'll go, might as well check the baby chicks, meat chicks while we're in here, and then go patch up our little spot of fence there. Are they all still alive?
Yep.
Oh yeah. You're doing good. Fantastic. All right, we're back here with the sheeps. Here's our 2 offenders right there. Same 2 every day, like I said. It's got nothing to do with them being hungry or anything like that. It's just a genetic trait we find with them. And so every year we find that there's the ones that go to market, then there's the barren ones, the ones we call because the breeding's not good in them, and then there's the ones that we call because they got just bad habits. And so those 2 for sure are marked for a pie. Yeah, there is a chicken in here too. That's pretty interesting. The chickens come over, of course, this heat of the summer. Lots of flies come over, right? They lay fly larvae inside the manure. The chickens can come over, scratch and till, work some of that organic material, manure, into the top layers of the soil and eat the fly larvae and get the protein from it. So it kind of comes full circle. It's pretty advantageous to have kind of a multi-species thing happening. But speaking of hungry though, I mean, we are looking like we're getting down in grass, so it's a tough thing with this. It'd be a third year of major drought. We really haven't received anything, kind of negligible rainfall, I suppose. And it's tough because you're like, well, what do I do? Do I sell all the sheep, or do I build more fence, right? So you kind of gotta make a decision whether you're gonna gamble or not. What'd you find? A big old mushroom? A rotten mushroom, yeah.
Whoa.
Probably a week ago, the mushrooms in this field were the size of a football.
Look at my finger, swallow.
Oh man, you better wipe that off. Yeah, perfect. So I'm thinking this year, if we can't find any hay, because of course there's nothing close here that we can get for hay. And what we can get close here, there's a little bit, but it's well, I mean, it's just completely bad math, right? It's just so expensive, it just wouldn't work out. You'd just be paying to feed them, and you're gonna go backwards on them, right? So if we can't find any hay that's reasonably priced, then there's gonna have to be a truck come.
Dad, you need to help me with this.
What do I need to help you? What do you got in there for a concoction? Wool, foxtails,
Those are not foxtails.
poplar leaves, flowers, all kinds of stuff. But the other side of it too is that a guy might have to actually look at grazing some more obscure places on the farm. We've got a few spots where we fenced off in previous years, and I got a couple more in the forested section down there. I might have to look at fencing.
Dad,
just extend our grazing season a little bit, because you know the sheep, the lambs especially, should have been able to graze this all summer long, right through till October.
Dad,
And here we are, what is it, like mid-July into July, and it's pretty much done. So tough year for the grass. Seems to be, though, it's a really good year for the grasshoppers. Found that, you know, despite our efforts to rotate down in the bottom there between the dugout and the little pie-shaped piece and the big pie-shaped piece, and just try and keep those sheep moving, is the minute they move off, even though you get like a half a spit of rain and a bit of sunshine, there actually isn't any recovery, and most of that is because of the grasshoppers. So for whatever the rain and the sunshine that we do get is doing, there's really, I don't know, we're just not getting ahead of the grasshoppers, it seems. So yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just a really, really tough year. Try and kind of keep any kind of a ruminant animal going here. So might be a sad story. Might be a truck coming here right away and sending some market lambs off before they hit the right kind of weight. But I mean, what's the guy to do, right? You can't just graze it down to dirt and think you're gonna have success next year. So if you knock it back too hard, it's just gonna struggle. So better to take some stuff off of the land and let it somewhat rest. Anyways, speaking of rest, we've had 4 pretty big days and a big long drive.
Dad,
Back to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yes, dear.
actually, we're done this.
We are done. That's what I'm trying to say. Actually, we're done. We're gonna go inside, have a bit of salad for supper. Yeah, we'll get some water too. And
We need water for this too.
yeah, we gotta make some wild concoction soup. You gonna eat that for supper?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Gross.
Yeah, it would be gross. So we'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.